Hey everyone, how's it going? I said I would make a driving video of my new to me 2014 Avalon XLE Touring, so I thought it's sort of a nice day out, so I might as well get that out of the way. So some quick facts about it. Today is April 17th. Yeah, today's April 17th. I purchased it in March. Oh god. It was either March 10th or March 15th. So it's been just over a month. And since buying it roughly last month, we have put on, or I've put on, 1,900 miles. Right now it's at 35,190. And I bought it with around 33,200. So, all in all, I don't know how I managed to drive that much in a month, because considering I normally drive like 1,000 miles a month, I don't know how I did this. But it's been really good to me so far, and I can't really complain about driving it so much. The one main thing I am noticing is definitely the increase in fuel that I'm spending and that I'm using. I just filled up today. Actually, right now I'm in a full tank. I have my best so far of 25.7 miles per gallon. Before that, I've been averaging like 23, 24 per tank. This car has a much bigger tank than my Corolla did, 17 gallons versus 13. So most fuel ups are on like 13, 14 gallons. So with gas like in the high twos, and today was at $3. It's like almost $40 to fill the tank, which is definitely more than I'm used to. If I have to fill up every week, I've been filling up every week, so it's $120 a month. The Corolla could manage like three, like maybe it'd be 3 tanks in a month, and that'd be $25 a tank. So in that way, it's a little bit more money. But I definitely enjoy all the benefits that I'm getting with much more power, much smoother ride, much more comfortable. Power being the most biggest difference, considering the 268 horsepower V6 compared to my little old 138 horsepower maybe that I had in the Corolla. So that's a big difference. Other than that, I can't really complain about anything. I guess maybe because I'll take that back. My biggest complaint is definitely this infotainment system. My Corolla was a 2015 LE Premium, so it had the upgraded like navigation, JBL audio system. It was like the much more like it was a newer system, so it's much more updated. This is like the older school like head unit that's in my dad's 2012 Camry. So the like radio stuff is fine. The Bluetooth audio is good. Don't get me wrong, it works perfectly fine. Just a little slow to connect, and it's definitely slower than my Corolla was. It does have navigation, but I mean, compared to the navigation that was in the Corolla, which I could rely on pretty nicely, and it was super nice and super high quality. I mean, it's there. I mean, I can use it in a pinch, but it's like super low res and kind of crappy. So, I mean, I don't really want to use it unless I have to, and I haven't really had to use it yet. So, I forget it's there most of the time. Audio system is okay, nothing special. I definitely think the Corolla had a better audio system, but I've never really been an audiophile, so I don't know if I'm just being sensitive or just imagining things. The heated seats are definitely welcomed. I think the Corollas had a little bit more powerful seats, heated seats, because I know when I put the Corollas on high, those would burn much faster than these do when they're on high. These definitely work, but I think they're just a tiny bit less powerful, which is fine. It's probably not good for my skin to be burned through like all the time like they were before. Biggest thing, leather wrapped wheel. The LE Premium and the Corolla didn't get a leather wheel, even though it had all the other features. So it's nice having a nice leather wheel. Having passengers is kind of fun. Never had that before, so that's interesting. It's kind of fun to sit there like when you're on the highway, just shift to the gears. I'll give it some gas here. 60. So it's definitely like super potent, like it flies. If you're not really paying attention and you put your foot in it, like you're going, which I'm definitely not used to. But I definitely really appreciate it. It's kind of fun. But I'll definitely pay for that later when I'm pulling up, when I feel like an asshole. So it's kind of a give or take. It's like a dark blue color, which I love blue. Blue is my favorite color. The only downside is it's like kind of a darker, like navy bluish, so it shows dirt pretty easily. It's like April here, but it snowed a couple days ago, so like it's still all cruddy, covered in snow. So if I got like a silver car or white, maybe it would not be as noticeable. But when I saw the blue, I was like, okay, that's the sign it's meant to be. And it has a gray interior, and this is real leather. It's not like the soft textures in the Corolla. So upside, it feels much better than the soft text did. Downside, this stuff actually wears. I had 30,000 miles in the Corolla when I traded in, and the seats look brand new. This car has right now 35,000 miles, and the driver's seat is like starting to not wrinkle, but it's probably like crack a little bit. I don't know how you'd call it. It's nothing terrible. And I bet if I like conditioned it and like whatever people do to leather, I'd be fine. But I haven't really gotten that interested in it yet to spend the time and the money to. Once you could use a cleaning, I might invest in some products. Yeah, that's the other thing. Black leather doesn't show any dirt. Gray, I feel like I'm noticing it's getting dirty, so I have to watch out for that, especially since I wear jeans a lot. I'm either in blue jeans or blue scrubs, so like I feel like there's a lot of transferring of dye and just like crap on the seats, so I definitely need to get on that and process cleaning. The backseat space is definitely appreciated. I had 4 friends in here yesterday, a couple days ago, and it was super nice having, and no one complaining about legroom or anything. Not that anyone complained, the Corolla had a lot of legroom, but I can definitely like sit back in my normal position, not to scooch up at all to fit people in the back, which I like. So that's definitely an improvement. Okay, this also has blind spot monitoring, which I didn't have before. That's actually a very helpful feature. I didn't think it was a super useful thing. I thought it was kind of like a gag thing, like, oh, it's like not really that useful, but once you have it, it definitely comes in handy. I can definitely see why people think it's a useful feature. It also has rear cross traffic alert, which is also a nice safety feature. Something I also knocked before because I thought it wasn't useful, but it comes in handy when you're not really paying as much attention as you should in like busy parking lots. It will blink the blind spot indicator of the side the car's coming from and just beep as well. So it's not a super invasive reminder, but it's definitely useful. I was doing school pickup. Yeah, I mean, other than that, I would go out. Actually, I guess I could go out on the highway if I wanted. Yeah, let's go out. I'll pull onto the main road and give it another acceleration, and we'll loop back around and call it a day. The steering is super light. This has the 3 drive modes: Eco, Normal, and Sport. I spend most days with it in Eco because I feel like that dulls the throttle response enough where it makes driving around town a little bit less jerky. Normal is just a tiny bit too like aggressive for like day-to-day driving. Sport mode, it's not really useful for like day-to-day stuff. I'll put it in like in sport mode for like if I'm bored and I want to feel like the heavy steering, because it makes the steering much heavier. But it's kind of like a gag thing. It doesn't. I don't think it really. I'm not gonna be out here. What do you call it? Not corning cars. Canyon carving. Yeah, canyon carving. In a big blue Avalon. Just kind of fun and on ramps. Maybe if I'm bored, sit there and wow, my steering got really heavy. But other than that, Also has auto dimming mirror, which my Corolla didn't have. This has an auto dimming rear view mirror, but not auto dimming side mirrors. So when you're driving around at night on the highway, you're fine from the rear view mirror, but like you still get blind on your side mirrors, which I think is a stupid omission. Like, why not just have all of them be dimming? Because then I just don't want, like, then I just would rather just not have this, because then it just kind of screws with your peripheral vision when you have nothing coming from the back, but then blinded on either side. So that I don't like. That stuff feels dumb. What else? I like having the digital speedometer. It's a very, I mean, like, it's one of you things, like, it's not really that useful until you have it. Like, I never had a problem reading my speedometer before, but, and like, if I lost it, like, it wouldn't be a big deal either, but it's kind of nice to have. So, it's like a little thing, I guess, that you don't think are very useful, but once you have them, you kind of appreciate it. Like, this car has, like, the seats that go back and forth when you turn on and off the car. Like, another thing is, like, the Lexus that we have. The steering wheel actually doesn't move, but only the seats do. But, like, I don't really need ease of entry, ease of exit. The memory seats are nice, but I'm the only one who really drives the car. So, I mean, once again, like, awesome. Corner's pretty flat. I'm just worried that I'm gonna need front tires pretty soon, like really soon, because when you floor it, I mean, it just spins the tires. So I'm expecting to be buying new front tires soon. Let's put it in sport mode. Done for a couple of years, so I'll shut up and then we'll go to gas. Definitely smooth, effortless power. It's pretty much the same V6 as in our Lexus RX, just in a smaller car. So it's kind of cool. I like that. I was actually looking at an RX. It was either like a 2013, 2014 Lexus EX. No, sorry, ES. 2013, 2014 RX, or there's like this kind of Avalon. The only downside of going with like an ES or an RX is I would have found one, no problem. It's just that I would have found one, but the miles you would have gotten really much higher. Like an ES or RX, my price range with the option I would have wanted, like navigation and all this stuff like that, would have been like 70,000, 80,000 miles. But this, I can get a 14 with, when I bought it, 33,000 miles. It's a much better, like, long-term value. Because I don't really want to have in a couple of years an RX that's only 5 or 6 years old that has like 100,000 miles. It's kind of silly. This will have a car with a lot of life left in it. That's just a much better value, I feel like, for me. The size is definitely a little bit overkill for a single person, but I mean, at this point, I've had it for a month. I don't even notice the size anymore. It just kind of became a normal thing. But overall, like, I really can't complain. Why I sold the Corolla, which is probably a good question to ask. It was like an overall decision. I wasn't actually looking for a car, but I had a friend who had an accident. He had a Corolla just like mine. He had an accident that didn't really do too well in. Not the fault of the car, it was just a pretty bad accident. And it was something my family saw, and they were like, yeah, I mean, I think it's not logical, but they wanted me to get a bigger car. And I wasn't like, it wasn't that I was totally fine with the Corolla. I had no issues with the Corolla. It was just like, I was given like the option, hey, if you want to do this, you can do it. So, okay, I'll do it. It was a good deal. Oh, wow. It was a good deal. I don't mind paying the difference. I mean, the difference wasn't even that bad. The only downside is that this car's a year older than my Corolla was, but meh. Age doesn't really bother me. As long as it's somewhat recent, it's fine with me. Okay, one last kick down. And that's 60. So, more than adequate. Alright, I'm just gonna pull over here. We can cut the video and then call it a. Alright guys, so thank you so much for watching and have a nice day.